Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on King John, and today we get to hear from the King of France in Act 1, Scene 2, as it is known in the folio, Act 2, Scene 1, as it is known in many other versions of the script. So, beginning of the scene, we are in France, and everybody in France is behind Arthur, and Arthur forgave Austria for killing King Richard, who is his uncle, and they're all like ready to go to war with England, and Constance is like, wait a second, we should see what England's response is to our messenger that we sent over there before we decide that we're going to go and kill a bunch of people. And then yesterday we had Shakesyear coming in and saying, England didn't like your proposal to just give up the throne, and they are here already right outside the gate with the biggest, baddest, meanest, most terrifying army that has ever been assembled in all of Christendom. And France is like, that was unexpected. And then King John and his whole train enter, including Queen Eleanor and Blanche, Lady Blanche of Spain, and a whole bunch of other people. They all come in and they're like, hey, France, what's up? Peace be with you, as long as you get rid of this whole like claim that I'm not supposed to be the king of England and all that sort of thing. And the King of France responds, peace be to England, if that war return from France to England there to live in peace. England we love, and for that England's sake, with burden of our armor here we sweat. This toil of ours should be a work of thine. But thou from England art so far that thou hast underwrought this lawful king, cut off the sequence of posterity, outfaced infant state, and done a rape upon the maiden virtue of the crown. Look here upon thy brother Geoffrey's face. These eyes, these brows were molded out of his. This little abstract doth contain that large which died in Geoffrey, and the hand of time shall draw this brief into as huge a volume. That Geoffrey was thy elder brother born, and this his son. England was Geoffrey's right, and this is Geoffrey's in the name of God. How comes it then that thou art called a king, when living blood doth in these temples beat, which owe the crown that thou o'ermasterest? So, France doesn't back down, is what he's saying here. He's like, we like England, we have no problem with the country of England, but you are not even being English right now, because you're not following the proper chain of heredity that was established by your own country. This is your older brother's son, therefore he has the right to the crown. And look at him, he's obviously legit because he looks exactly like Geoffrey, your older brother, his dad. So yeah, how is it that you're saying that you are the rightful king when he exists? And this, of course, is not taken well, and everybody starts yelling at everybody else, and Queen Eleanor and Constance start sniping at each other, and each of them calls the other one a whore and tries to call the other one's son a bastard and all sorts of stuff. And Philip the Bastard pipes up a little bit, and Austria jumps in and tries to calm everybody down, and it's not happening, and everybody's just sniping at everybody and threatening everybody and calling everybody names and doubting everybody else's legitimacy, both in birthright and in claims to position in the court and all that sort of stuff. Until finally they realize that they're not getting anywhere. So the King of France is like, okay, fine, we'll leave it up to the people of Angiers, which is the city where they are. It's like, we'll leave it up to them to decide who's king. And then they open the doors, and we'll find out tomorrow what happens. I'll see you then.